Okay, dear students, let others join. We will start. We will simply brush up the previous class content uh, quickly, and we will move to today's content. Okay, yesterday is 28. So yesterday we have discussed about the for loop, then how range function works. Okay, what are all the different arguments which we are passing through range function that we have discussed. If we simply passing only one argument, it will take 0 to 15. Say for example, if you passing 15, it will take 0 to 14 is the entry. And if you pass two arguments like this, okay, let me share my screen. I think my screen is not visible to you, right? Yeah. Okay, so this is the content of the previous class which we have discussed. Okay, notebook file. So we have discussed about how range function works in for loop. So if we give two parameters, one is taken as a starting point and another one is taken as an ending point. If we pass three parameters in range function, say for example 0 to 50 and 5 is the third parameter which we are using here, a third argument which we are passing here. So it means 0 plus 5, then 5 plus 5, 10 plus 5, likewise it is keep on going. So it will be used as an increment expression or increment value, okay, that you have to represent. So this is how the for loop is working, and how to use the for loop in list we have discussed. And we have discussed about while loop. Okay, then we were discussing the while loop syntax and how while loop works. We have seen few examples and few more examples for the for loop we have discussed. Then if else statement we have discussed, how it is used in Python, what is the syntax, and everything we have discussed. Now we have to see else if ladder. After completing else if ladder, we will get into user input handling in Python. Okay, after completing this, we will get into the user input handling of Python. Okay, so this is what we are going to discuss. Okay, let me, yeah, take, okay, else if later we are going to see, and we are going to see how it works and how we are going to deal with it. Okay, so I hope everyone know about the syntax which is used for else if later and where we have to use else if later. Okay, see, always you are using the if. In if you are always giving expression, right? So if expression one you can give, and here you can give the statement. It means if the expression is true, the statement will work. Otherwise, you can give it to ELIF. This is nothing but an else if. So in else if you can give second expression. Okay, expression 2. Here you have to give statement. Here statement 1. Here you have to give statement 2. Same way you can give another else if, then expression 3 you have to give. and you have to give statement 3. Okay, so this is how it is going. It will go keep on. Okay, so here what you need to do is, finally, after giving all else if, what you need to give finally, you have to give else statement, right? Okay, statement n, or the statement lost statement, you can say it as lost statement or something. Okay, sorry. um, so in this way you have to represent the syntax. This is the syntax. Now we are going to see a simple example. Okay, how this else if is going to work and all. Say for example, I'm going to write a simple code for else if later. Okay, number equal to 10 I'm giving if number equal to 10 equal to 1, will say print of 1. Print of 2, you can write it. So here the thing is, you have to mention the colon. That is how it is represented, syntax of a Python. Then you can go with another one, else if also number equal to 3, print of 3. Else, in else part what you need to print is print number is not between 1 and 3. Okay, so now we are getting the output. The number is not between 1 and 3. Suppose if you give 1, you will get the output 1. If you give 2, you will get the output 2. If you give the value 4, you will get output 4. Okay, output. The number is not between 1 and 3. So this is a simple way of handling. You can handle this, and you can do the program of result analysis, like which grading the mark. For that you can use, and classify the age, and assigning offer according to the age, or classifying the customer, and assigning the offer according to that. You can use this for any purpose. Okay, that I will give the exercises to you uh, in the laboratory session. Okay, even the part of the students are not belongs to my batch. I will give exercises to you. You work by yourself, and you can ask with me if you have any doubt and all. It is not like it is formally. It may be with other batch, but you're associated with me only. So don't worry for that. So now I hope you're clear with the else if later syntax, right? Yeah, greater of three numbers. Yes, yes, you can use that, Jay Shankar. Okay, clear, students? Yes, is it clear for you? Else if later, any doubt? Yeah, thank you. So no doubt, right? Others, other than Jay Shankar, okay. Manish is saying yes. Okay, I hope it is clear for everyone. I'm having that message. I mean, uh, so Deepan, Darshit, Harsh, Jenny, Rajesh was saying yes. Okay, good. Okay, even after the class, if you have any doubt, Nishita is saying yes. Good. Okay, now, yeah, Nephew, thank you. Okay, now we are getting into an important concept, and also it is very interesting concept of Python. That is getting the input from the user. Okay, so in every programming language, we have a certain programming construct in order to get the input from the user. It is actually simple in C language. We have to use scanf statement. You have to give scanf, and you have to give the format specifier if it is integer like %d, and with the help of address of that variable, you have to get that input from the user, and you are storing that into that yes address. Okay, so if it is C++, simply using C in statement. If it is Java, you can use the buffer reader, or you can use the scanner class. Okay, so these things you can use. So this is the way of getting the input from the user in other languages. So in Python also we have that. So how we are going to do this in Python, that's what we are going to see now. Okay, so let me put this title: getting the user input. Getting the input from the user. Getting the input from the user. Okay, getting the input from the user, or you can say console, or whatever you can call. So how we are going to perform this? Actually, for this, this we are going to use a function called. We are going to use a function input. Okay, input. The function name is input. So using this input function, how we are going to get the user input, that we are going to see now. Say for example, I'm having a variable in the name number. For the number, I can give the value directly 10, and you can able to display this in this way. But here, instead of giving the number here directly, I need to get the input for this number, or the value for this number variable from the user. In the sense, I have to use the function input. Okay, so function of input, and here you can guide the, see, you can simply pressing enter, and you can give the value, and you can get the value, and you can print the value also. Here we have one. I will tell that later. Here we have one. We have something, some important thing to say. But now have this information. Okay, I will clear this you. Now number equal to input of. Suppose if you want to guide the user in the sense, here you can give as an argument like enter any number. Okay, see, likewise you can guide the user and you can get the value, say for example 15 or something, whatever you want you can get. Okay, so here the thing is, you are getting a number, and here also, oh, okay, here also I am going to declare a string st, or I mean not a string, simply a variable, and I'm using the input of enter the string. Enter any string. Okay. See, likewise, you can guide the user and you can get the input. Say, for example, I'm giving hi. Okay. So I'm displaying this str1. Okay. So I'm getting this hi. Now, the thing is, this hi, I'm checking the type of this hi. Okay. How do you find the type of a particular variable? How can you, whether it is an integer or string, how can we find type of a specific variable? How to find? This is the question for you, students. How can I able to identify a type of a variable? This we have done already, right? Tell me. I'm not getting any answer. Oh yeah, good. Yes is yes, and Jay Shankar is telling it is type. Yeah, you are right. So we have to use the function type. Okay, we have to use the function type. So type of str1 I'm using. Now I'm getting string. So str1 is a string. Okay, now I'm checking this number. Here I got number. Now I'm checking the type of this. Type of number. Type of number. See, it is also string. It is also string. The problem associated with this, see, say for example, I'm getting number 1 input, okay, and number 2 input. I'm giving the value. I'm giving the value 5 and 10. Now I'm doing number 1 plus number 2. Here I am getting 510, not 15. Actually, I need to get 15, but here I am getting 510 because it is considered as string, and string concatenation happened. Okay, so here we have to mention like what happened here. Number one and number 2 are string type. So string concat is happening instead of addition arithmetic operation. Got my point. Instead of addition arithmetic operation, string concatenation happened. So this we have to avoid. How we have to avoid this? How it is possible? So while getting the input from the user, we have to specify the type also. We should specify the type also. If you don't want to get the string, if you don't want to process with the string, in the sense you have to mention the type. Okay. So how do you mention the type? Input takes anything as string. Yes, input is taking anything as string. That is why it is taking. So now how can I mention? Just look at this. How can I mention the type and how can I handle with that? Say for example, now you listen me. Number 1 equal to input of, normally you are giving this. Here you have to have another one function, int of input of. Okay. If you give this, you will get input as a string from the user, and it will be converted, or it will be typecasted. It will be converted into integer, and the integer will be stored in number 1. Okay. See, now I'm giving 10. Okay. So now number 1 is string actually. If you want to, integer. See, type of number 1, if you check, you can able to identify this. This is a integer. Now this is not a string, it is an integer. Okay. For that, what you need to do is you have to mention like this. Before giving input, you have to use another one function, int of input of. The same way, float, double, for any type you can use. Okay. So you can guide the user also here. Enter the value for num1. The value for num1. This is also you can able to do, and you can give the values and you can get it. Okay. So this is the way we have to handle. Type of num1 is an integer. Okay. Now I'm getting value for NO2. I'm getting the value for NO2. NO2 I'm giving the value 20. Now if you process NO1 plus NO2, what you will get? You will get 30. 20 plus 10, 30. Okay. So here addition operation is happening instead of string concatenation. So this is how you have to represent the type while getting the input from the user. This is how you have to get the input from the user. Okay. This is the way of getting the input from the user. Is it clear for you, students? Yes, int of input of you have to give. Is it clear for you, students? Yes or no? Yeah, good. Okay. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Otherwise, we will move further. I hope everyone is clear. Rudvi, Sanjana, yeah, Nipu, Shilpi, Yash is communicating. Rabindra, Purnima, Pujan, Niyati. Many students are there. I cannot ask one by one individually, but if you have doubt, you can communicate with me and you can clear your doubts. Okay. Okay. So this is how we have to get the input from the user. Now we are getting into a highly important concept of Python programming. Not only for Python programming, we have to listen this carefully. It is, I'm not telling it is important only in Python programming. It is important in all the programming languages, even if it is a structured programming language, even if it is what to say, object-oriented programming language. It is highly important, and it take a vital role in the programming construct. So if you use this effectively, you can do wonders in programming languages. You can write a code in an effective way. That is called functions. Okay. Already we are dealing and we are living with function. Actually, now we are discussing the codes. Here also we are using the function. But anyway, we have to discuss about the user-defined function and predefined function formally. Okay. See, just now I used a function called type. Input is a function. Actually, the function, everywhere function is there, but here we are going to see function in a formal way. Okay. So functions in Python. Okay. Shall we see? Okay, are you ready, students? Shall we see? Shall we get into the functions in Python? Yes or no, students? Are you ready for this? Yeah, good. Okay, thank you. Now we are getting into the Python function concept. Okay. See, normally, how do you define function? How do you define function? Anyone tell me what is function? How? Tell your point of view for the function, or give the definition for function. I don't want the formal definition from the book or anywhere. Simply what you're thinking about function. Simply give a statement that by that I should understand what is function. I should know what is function at least. Yes? Any one of you? If you want, you can unmute yourself and talk with me also. Anyone? No idea about functions. Function represent action. Okay. Okay. Any other input from your side? Any, okay. Action of any machine. Okay. Operations. Okay. Yeah. So if we go formally, whenever we are studying something, we have to go with formal definition. If you go with formal definition, functions are self-contained programs. So self-contained programs to do a specific task, right? A specific task. Okay, so this is how the function is defined. It is the function is nothing but a set of code. Okay, it contains n number of lines of code, and you can consider that as a module. Okay, I'm using the word module, don't get confused, but have a set of code. Okay, have a module kind of code. You can have a name for that module, that is a function name. Whenever you want to, that is especially used to perform a specific task. If you want to perform that specific task, in the sense, you can call that function. Okay, say for example, if you want to do a plumbing work in at your home, in the sense, you need to call plumber. If you need to if at your home, if you're having some um, what to say, so you need to get an internet connection, then you have to call an internet service provider technician. If you want to get an digital TV connection, then you have to call a digital TV representative and ask that task. So you're assigning a specific task to specific person. You're not calling as a security person, or you're not calling a sweeper and giving this kind of task, because you know that person don't remember the same way. We have n number of tasks, so you can assign every task to different functions. Okay, so addition, one different function; multiplication, one different function; square root operation, one different function. Okay, so the same way, how you are handling different tasks in your life, giving that task to someone who is good in that, or who is having ability to do that task, you are giving that task to that person. The same way here, you can define a function, and in that function you can assign some task to that function. You can code that function, and you can use that function whenever you want. Okay, so I would like to ask this question to you in order to get clarity on this function. Okay, see, just consider an application. Yeah, automated taxi driver application. Okay, automated taxi driver application. Okay, it is working based on the machine learning, AI, and all. I hope you know the automated taxi driver application of Google. Google successfully done an automated taxi driver. I mean, automated car. Without driver, car is running. Okay, without human interference or human interaction, the software itself drive the car. Okay, just consider this particular environment and tell what are all the functions can be used in this automated taxi driver. Tell me what are all the functions can be used in automated taxi driver. Yes, tell me. This is the question for you. Yes. Speed. Okay, speed is a metric. Speed is a data member. Speed is not a function. Speed is a data member, or a metric. See, you want to increase the speed and reduce the speed, then you can call it as accelerate. Accelerate, right? In the car, you are having accelerator. If you press, speed will increase. If you release, speed will decrease. Yeah, accelerate is one function. And gear shifting, we need to do shifting gears. Yes, gear shifting is a function. Operating clutch is a function. Good. Measuring average. Okay, set direction. Yeah, set direction is a function. Good. So this is how we are having various functions. Applying brake is a function, right? Brake is a function. Accelerate is a function. So a lot of functions are there. So the same way, every application is having its own list of functions. So These functions can be classified into two. One is user defined function, another one is predefined function. Okay, so we will see. So functions are self-contained that perform some specific task. Once the function is declared by the user, function is declared or declared and defined, then it will be used whenever we want. Okay, so this is the things. Okay, types of functions. What are all the types of functions? We have types of functions. So type first is user defined function. Function and predefined function. Okay, so you all know about the difference between user defined function and predefined function. Okay, can you tell the difference between user defined function and predefined function? Blow horn by driver. Yes, that is a function. Good. Okay, please tell me the difference between user defined function and predefined function. I hope everyone know. So user defined function is the function which is declared by the user and it is defined by the user. Predefined function is the one that is already defined and it is available in the predefined modules and predefined libraries. What you want to do is you just want to use that. Okay, so here the user defined function is something predefined function is something like okay, so you may have seen in the input is predefined function. Good, input is predefined function. So you may have seen the seen that in the social media or the National Geographic channel and all. You know, when if they want to construct a home, you know, few construction companies are there. If you approach those companies, what they will do, you know, they will come and construct your home in a single day. Okay, they are having here we are having simply a brick as a block. Okay, brick as a block, but they are having the entire room as a block. So simply having one room, on top of that another room, hall, another room, and finally the home is constructed. Okay, so this is nothing but it is not like it is not like ready made. So it is something like predefined or pre-built. Already they have built it and already they have constructed, and they're having that and they're customizing and they're giving it to you for the purpose, and it is less time consuming process and easy process. So that is how it is working. So you are using input, you are using type, you are using simply a print statement. Print itself as a function. Print, you are giving something, it will be printed. No need to write the code how each and every letter is printing in the console. Okay, some predefined thing is there. It is like buying from the hotel and eating. Okay, so just some similar to that. Instead of cooking at your home, you can cook at your home and eat. One possibility. Another possibility is you can bring from the hotel and you can eat already cooked by someone. Okay, the same way you are using. This is the difference between predefined function and user defined function. Okay, so I hope no need to explain more about the user defined function and predefined function. If you have a doubt or if you have any any more clarity on that, I'm ready to explain that. Okay, so the basic difference is already defined functions and The user defined function is the one which we need to define. Okay, when we are using this, you will get a very good understanding and you will get a more clarity on that, the difference between user defined function. First, we will see the predefined function. Then we will get into the user defined function. Okay. So predefined function, no need to write the definition, simply using like hotel food, simply eating, no need to cook. Open the cover, eating. That is the thing. Okay. No need to cook, no need to buy vegetable, no need to buy all the, you know, ingredients. Simply getting, opening the cover and eating. The predefined function is something similar to that. So example of predefined function, we have a lot of predefined function. Okay. So yeah, I'm sorry, before get into this, we have to discuss about, before get into the predefined function, we have to look at function call and function definition. Okay. Function call and function definition. Okay. So the function call is used to call the function call is used to call the function with the name of the function. Okay. See, input is name of the function. Type is the name of the function. So you can call a function by using name of the function. Function definition is something, task of the function is defined. Task of the function is defined. Okay. So the function call and function definition is more important. Okay. I will tell which one is function definition, which one is function call. We will discuss the syntax and everything. Don't worry. Now have this information. Function call is the one by which we can call the function. Function definition is the one by that we can represent the task of the function. Okay. Now we will get into this predefined function. Okay. Predefined function. Okay. We can call it as built-in function also. Okay, we can call it as built-in function also. Example of predefined function. Example of the hotel foods. See, you can have it as you can have many examples. Okay. No need to define, directly call and used. Okay, this is the specialty. No need to define, directly call and use. Okay, directly call and use. Okay. Example, we have type function, then we have int function. This we have used, like float function. This you can use print function, print of hi and all we have used. All are predefined functions. And length of str1, this also we have used. We have used so many functions. Length function and dir is another one function. ABS is another one function. See, these two functions I am going to explain now, DAR and ABS. Okay, say for example, I am declaring a string str1 equal to, I am just putting high. Suppose, you want to know what are all the functions I can apply on this str1. If you want to know what are all the functions, str1 dot length, length of str1, you can use str1 dot insert, kind of many functions are there. What are all the functions? If you want to know what are all the functions can be applied on this, in the sense, you can use this DAR str1, and if you give in the sense, these are all the variables that we will discuss later. See here, you can see these are all the functions. Index, is solnum, is alpha, is ASCII, is decimal, is this is, say for example, I am trying this is lower. Okay, is lower. Okay, str1, right? str1 dot str1 dot is lower. Okay, see, it's saying true. It means it is low letter. Okay, say for example, I am giving str1 equal to, okay, let me check some notification is coming. Okay, here we go. Okay, is str1 dot is lower. Now we are getting false, right? So it is used to identify whether it is a lower letter or not. I mean, capital letter, or how it is represented. It is used to identify that. So you can check with all the functions. Actually, DAR of list. See, here you can find what are all the functions can be applied on list. See, in list you can do append. This we have done in the laboratory. Append you can do, clear you can do, copy, count, extend, index, insert, pop, remove, reverse, sort. These are all the functions on the functions we can perform on list. The same way, DAR of tuple. You can able to see what are all the functions are there in the tuple. See, only count and index is there. Other not mentioned. Okay, and okay, this is how it is working. Okay, clear? Yeah, min max. That is also a function. You can give any example. And ABS is another one function. I'm just telling about the ABS. ABS. Can you tell the usage of the function ABS? Anyone? Any one of you? It is actually, if you give the minus 15 value, it will return as plus 15. So absolute value of minus 15 is 15, and absolute difference also you can find. See, normally 1 minus 7, what is the value of 1 minus 7? Normally 1 minus 7, yeah, minus 6. So here in absolute difference, it is not minus 7, it is 6. Sorry, it is not minus 6, it is 6. The reason is the difference between 1 and 7. That is absolute difference, irrespective of the sign. we are seeing the difference. How much difference is there between 1 and the value 1 and 7? You see, ABS is same for 7 minus 1 also. Okay, this is how the absolute difference is working. Irrespective of sign, it will give the result. Okay, so this is the usage of the function ABS. Okay. So you can write DAR is the function used to see the functions and variables of a particular object. Okay. And the usage of the function ABS is absolute difference. Value and absolute difference. Okay, clear students? Any doubt as of now? Any doubt as of now? Clear, right? Okay, thank you. Even if you have doubt, even if you get the doubt in future or while you are working with at your home, you can ask me at any time. I'm available. Okay, let me take the attendance for you guys. Please answer to your attendance. Ankit.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Man.
Present.
Nidhi.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Kayur. Dhruv.
Yes, sir.
Nandan. Sanjana.
Yes, sir.
Manish.
Yes, sir.
Vishal.
Yes, sir.
Sunita. Sunita is absent. Harsh. Rajesh.
Yes, sir.
Lisa.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Dhairya.
Yes, sir.
Mahima.
Yes, sir.
Vatsal. Vatsal is not there. Nirbhay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yash.
Yes, sir.
Parth.
Yes, sir.
Drashiti. Drashiti.
Drashti. Yes, sir.
Drashti. Okay, Drashti. Mohit.
Yes, sir.
Yashpal Singh.
Yes, sir.
Parthiv.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Rajkumar.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Nishita,
Yes, sir.
Nipur, Nipur present, okay. Muhammad Faiz, Muhammad Faiz, Shilpi Kumari, Shilpi present
Yes,
or
sir.
absent?
Present.
Harshjit Singh,
Yes, sir.
Rabindra Kumar,
Yes, sir.
okay. Bhujan,
Yes, sir.
Kushi,
Yes, sir.
Shreyas, Suhasini, Mahir,
Yes, sir.
Mitul,
Yes, sir.
Meet,
Yes, sir.
Shyam,
Yes, sir.
Amit, Kishan,
Yes, sir.
Yei,
Yes, sir.
Jalanth,
Yes, sir.
Jax,
Yes, sir.
Chintan,
Yes, sir.
Amrudya, Kayu,
Yes, sir. Amrutya.
Amrudya, okay. Kayur is present or not?
सर
Mahir,
धोकिया क्यों के
who is
हेलो
this?
धोकिया क्यों प्रेजेंट
Okay, okay. Oh, Dokya Kayur. Kayur Desai?
नो देसाई नहीं आई एम धोकिया क्यों
Okay, okay. Maniratna,
Yes, sir.
Amod, Jayshankar. Jayshankar
Yes,
present. Okay, Krunal, Kushal,
Yes, sir.
Jenny,
Yes, sir.
okay, Jay, Dokya Kayur present. Isha,
Yes, sir.
okay, Avinash,
Present, sir.
Avesh,
Present, sir.
Alai,
Yes,
Purnima,
Yes, sir.
Purnima,
Purnima. Yes, sir.
Keval,
Present, sir.
Aditi,
Present, sir.
okay, Niyati,
Yes, sir.
Anand,
Yes, sir.
Karnavi,
Yes, sir.
Rudvi,
Yes, sir.
Deepan,
Yes, sir.
Harshik Kumar, Farmer, Farmer Ravi.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, students, you can join in another session.
Amit Yadav present,
See you
sir.
all.
Mic not working.
Amod is saying I'm present. Amod, what is your number?
115, sir.
I am present, sir.
Wait.
Amit.
Amod. Okay, Amod, I have given attendance for you. Then, who is asking?
Amit, sir. Amit Yadav.
Amit Yadav.
110.
Amit. 10. Okay, Amit. Given.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Keval.